Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And today for you guys is something a little bit different. Today is can't talk. I'm so excited. It's gonna be another discussion type video, but today we're tackling not Star Wars. Sadly, if you can see I'm wearing my Star Wars hoodie. We're gonna be talking about DC and Marvel, specifically the new Marvel film Morbius and the new DC film Birds of Prey, and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn or something like that. So we're gonna go to Morbius first, and then end with Birds of Prey. So the new trailer came out. I will link it in the description below. It looks okay. First glance, it looked okay, and then I saw it again, like, oh, that's pretty good. And I just watched it for like a fourth time, and I'm like, oh, that looks freaking awesome. It kind of has the same production value and look to Venom, and I really enjoy Venom. I think it's a great movie. I don't know why everyone hates it. I think it's really well made. The script is great. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but I really enjoy Venom. However, Venom was not necessarily part of the MCU. And if you watch the Morbius trailer, not only do you see Michael Morbius and Matt Smith, who's the Doctor, I think the 10th Doctor, I think. So he's in that, but then you end with the, what's his face? Michael Keaton, that's his name. I can't, these freaking Michaels. Michael Keaton is, of course, playing Adrian Toomes, who also is, the Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming, and part of the MCU. He shows up. Now, I'm pretty sure it's confirmed that it is Adrian Toomes' Vulture. Maybe it's just Michael Keaton playing another bad guy in another Marvel movie. But the thing is that Venom is not part of the MCU. It's a Sony film. It's a Marvel movie, but it's not part of the MCU. Morbius is a Sony movie, and it's a Marvel movie. And I guess it is part of the MCU. I don't really know how that's going to go. I don't know what this even means. Again, I've been doing some digging, and apparently it is part of the MCU. It isn't like an MCU movie. It's still a Sony film, but it has elements of the MCU, like, of course, Adrian Toomes. There's, of course, a scene where Michael Morbius is walking down the street, and this Jared Leto plays him, by the way, which is kind of funny because Birds of Prey, Joker, it's kind of funny. So again, he's walking down the street in like some orange jumpsuit thing, and you see a Spider-Man picture with the word murderer on it. And I own Spider-Man PS4. I have not played it yet. I'm currently working on Far Cry 5, and I'm freaking loving it. However, I do know that the Spider-Man PS4 picture is the exact same as the image on the wall in Morbius, the trailer. So it's really weird. I don't know, maybe that was an oopsie by them. Who knows? Technically, they are both Sony products, so maybe that's promoting the game. I have no friggin' idea. But it is, I believe, Tobey Maguire's suit. So it's really weird. You know, is it part of the Tobey Maguire movies? Is it part of the Sony films? Is it part of the MCU and Sony? Everyone on the internet seems to be confused, and so am I. And I'm probably so are you guys. So, again, it will be linked in the description. However, it looks like a great trailer. I mean, it doesn't look amazing, but it doesn't look bad. You know what I mean? It looked like Venom looked. Venom looked very, very poor by the first few trailers. And I saw the movie, and I freaking loved it. So, who knows? I might enjoy Morbius. I might hate it. Who knows? Like I said, I'm going to, watch it for myself and then decide, and I will be reviewing it. That comes out, I believe, July 31st, basically the end of July of this year, which is very awesome. Now, of course, like I said, going forward with this whole is a part of the MCU thing, who knows? Adrian Toomes' Vulture is that's probably who that is. Like I said, maybe they got Michael Keaton to just play another guy in another Marvel movie, who knows? But I'm going to imagine that it's Adrian Toomes' Vulture. And last time I saw him was in jail with Scorpion in Homecoming, the end credit scene. So we'll have to see what happens with this movie. You know, is a part of that. Like I said, it's just freaking mind-boggling. I'm just so confused because I'm like, Sony's Venom is not part of the MCU. And Morbius is a Sony film. And they're saying it's like part of the Homecoming universe, the Far From Home Homecoming universe, and it's part of the MCU, but it's also part of the Sonyverse. I don't know what the heck's happening. I'm very, very confused. It's like really, really piss poor that they've been doing this, and it's just kind of like I said, pissing me off. It's like, is it part of that? Is it part of this? Who knows? But all in all, the trailer does look fine. I am pretty much excited for it, and I will be seeing it. Coming from a guy, like, I'm a dude who loved Jared Leto Joker in Suicide Squad. I thought he was an amazing Joker. The only issue with him is maybe a few of the lines, some of the dialogue, and of course he wasn't in it that much. It really didn't fit that movie, but Joker's performance by Jared Leto was, of course, really well made, and Joaquin Phoenix is obviously the best Joker ever. I think most of us can agree on that. If you think it's Heath Ledger or Cesar Romero or Jack Nicholson, Zach Galifianakis, that's fine. That's your opinion. I think Joaquin Phoenix has been the best Joker ever, followed by Heath and then Jared Leto. So again, I enjoyed Jared Leto's performance in this film. or not in this film, in Morbius, but in Suicide Squad. So I'm looking forward to Morbius. He should be really good in that. And I really enjoyed Morbius as a character before this movie got announced. He's in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. I play as him all the time. He's awesome. I have a few comics. So I'm not super versed in Morbius knowledge, not like Captain America or Iron Man. But I know about him, and it's really cool that they're doing that. And now that it might be part of the MCU, I'm just friggin' pumped. Again, I have no idea what they're doing or what route they're going down with, but again, the trailer will be in the description below. And I think it looks good. So on to the next movie, DC, Birds of Prey, the rest of that long title. This is, of course, the sexy DC movie. I guess people are calling it. I mean, I think Harley Quinn's hot. Most of the girls in that movie are pretty hot, so I guess they're right. It is a sexy movie, but you know what I mean. Apparently, this is going to be the first R-rated DCEU film. Now, you might be saying, well, franchise fanatic, wait a minute. Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice was PG-13, and then they released an Ultimate Edition, which, again, I love Batman v Superman. I think it's one of the best DC films ever. Sorry. That's just me. I think it's amazing. Maybe I'll talk about it one day and how wrong people are, but, you know, for reasons. Like Last Jedi, you know, if you have your real reasons, that's fine. But a lot of the reasons why this movie got tramped on is for idiots, you know. But going forward, I love Batman v Superman. And the Ultimate Edition is even better. It's like a half-hour longer. It's basically like a 3-hour movie or something like that. And it's rated R, the Ultimate Edition. So the normal version is PG-13. The Ultimate Edition is R. And that's it. The Suicide Squad movie had an Ultimate Edition, or the Extended Edition. Still PG-13. Man of Steel and Wonder Woman and Aquaman and Shazam, I don't think have any type of extended thing, but Birds of Prey is, of course, 100% canon to the DC Extended Universe, or Worlds of DC. It takes place after Suicide Squad, and essentially the plot is Harley Quinn ditched Joker. Joker is not in this movie. It's been 100% confirmed. Jared Leto Joker is going to be a no-show, which that is lazy filming because they're just going, oh, everyone hated him. He sucked ass, so it's just, you know, we'll just put you on the sideline, Jared Leto. You know, F you. It's Harley Quinn time. You know, everyone loved Harley Quinn. And that's what I don't like about movies. I don't like in Cars 3 when they didn't mention Cars 2. Why? Because everyone hated it. I love Cars 2. I don't understand. You know, a lot of these things, the Lego Movie 2 didn't even mention the Ninjago movie. Why? It's still part of the same universe. Because everyone hated it. I loved it. Because screw me, right? Same thing with this. They're taking out Joker, not because he needs to be taken out, it's because people want him out, and DC is basically sucking the pituitary elbow, so to speak, of all of these idiots out there who, Jared Leto sucks, you know. And again, you can have your opinion. If you don't like Jared Leto Joker, that's fine. But for all the whiny fanboys in their basement sweating their buns out, I think that's why they took him out. And of course, it does serve the plot. The plot being that Harley Quinn goes on some emancipation project, getting the Birds of Prey, this group of females together to take down Black Mask, played by Ewan McGregor, who's also Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there. Which I think is pretty friggin' funny. But like I said, Joker really did get written out of this movie because people hate him. Essentially, that's the real reason. Just like spoilers for Rise of Skywalker. That's because Rose Tico in The Last Jedi. Again, I think Rose Tico is one of the best Star Wars characters ever. I will friggin' fight you on that. I think she's amazing. And the reason why she's not in Episode 9 is because everyone hates her, and they had to write her out. Now, I think Rose Tico has a great part in Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. I think it's, you know, I don't have an issue with it, but that is the facts. They got rid of her because no one likes her. Same thing with Joker. So I'm a little mad about that. But Birds of Prey as a whole looks good. It looks funny. It looks action-packed. Apparently, it's like I said, it's going to be R-rated, so that's kind of cool. But again, you're going off of this kind of thing where, you know, you're like, okay, well, you know, we've had PG-13 and R-rated Ultimate, and now R. So I really like that, because a lot of people think that PG-13 movies are only for, you know, kiddies. They're not. They're for teenagers. And I know some people, you might think, oh, kid is a teenager. Well, kind of whatever. But when it comes to franchises, they're not. They're very different things. That's why we have a rating system. And PG-13 is not for children. And I hate it when children watch these movies and they get, it's like, it's not for you. You know what I mean? It's too violent. Go watch, like, the all ages thing. Sorry if you hear that. The animated movies. I don't know. It just bugs me. So I'm glad that in this one we're going to be getting an R-rated movie so no kiddies can come in and ruin it. But anyway, please tell me what you think about Morbius. Will be in the description, and of course Birds of Prey, that will be in the description as well. Are you excited for Morbius, and are you excited for Birds of Prey? Which one are you looking forward to most and worst? Me personally, I would say Birds of Prey and then Morbius, just because I think the trailer for Birds of Prey is much more well put together. Morbius still looks good, and I can't wait to see it, especially now that it's connected to the MCU. I think they kind of had to put that in there for people to get more intrigued. But still, Morbius is a great character, and so is Harley Quinn, so I can't wait to see what they do with it. And yeah, so please tell me again what you guys think about these movies. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.